Hey guys, it's Goody here, and we are going to do the Richtofen's Easter egg on the map Buried. Now, this is a pretty complicated Easter egg. We're going to need some pens and paper, get ready for that, and let's get straight into it. So, like any of these Easter eggs, we need to kind of build the nav card table. I always build them just to be sure, but I'm not particularly sure with this one, but I would build it. So we find one of the parts that spawn, the blue stone, and the rest are actually in this like kind of pointless thing that we're going to be revisiting, but we just knock it down with Lenny, or I think you can open it from inside the bar for 1,250 points. That will include your last 3 nav cardy bits. So 3 are there, then 1 are upstairs in the spawn area. Build the nav card table, and then let's get going. And also just turn the power on as well, and we should be good. So we want to make our way over to the Guillotine, and basically there are 4 parts to build on this Guillotine, and one of them is a dish on the saloon balcony, 1 is an energy crystal inside the mine, 1 is a wire above the bank, and 1 is an antenna inside the barn. And all you have to do is just collect them and build them on the Guillotine, and you should hear Richtofen going, "Oh, wonderful!" And the best thing about this Easter egg is you will know when you're done, because the music goes and it's like the best music ever, because you're like, "Oh, I've done the step, thank God," because some of these are ridiculously tenuous. But great, once the Guillotine's built, we want to go find the 4 orbs around the map, and we need the paralyzer for this. So actually, I'd advise to go to the bank, get loads of points, and just stock up on stuff from the box, and also some perks, because we're going to need loads of stuff in the box. So get your paralyzer, and go to these 4 orbs. There's 1 inside the mine, there's 1 next to the sweet shop, there's 1 around the side of the church to the left, and there's 1 inside the maze just at the start. So we want to just charge them up with the paralyzer. You'll know when they're done. It gives them some kind of audio indication. So that's that step done. Now a lantern will appear floating around the map. And when I was doing this, I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get it down. I was trying to jump on it, and then when I'm jumping, I'd hold X. It wasn't having any of it. Crash into it, paralyze it to make it come down. None of it was happening. And it turns out you've got to get it down with the explosive device. Now, you already have 2 or 4 grenades, whatever kind of round you're playing on, but blow it down with some grenades. They, obviously grenades aren't going to stick, they're going to roll, so cook it for a little while, or just blow it down with some kind of monkey bomb or whatever you've got handy that's an explosive. Once that's down, hold X on it, and Richtofen will then tell you to go inside, well, he won't tell you to go inside, he wants you to fill it with souls, and you have to go inside the mansion, and basically just camp in their domain for a while. They will continue to keep spawning until you get the hell out of that mansion. So, as long as you stay in there, wait for the lantern to fill up with souls, you are good to go. So, once that's filled with souls, you want to get on top of this roof area, hold X to add the part, and a cipher will appear, some kind of decoded thing you need to decode. Now, this looks incredibly complicated. Let me try and break this down. So, if anyone's got an old school mobile phone handy, this is going to come into use, but I will also put a chart on the screen. Basically, each square, each symbol corresponds to a place on this grid. It's kind of like a tic-tac-toe board. So, take example, the first one, we have A, B, C, and a backwards L shape. If you see a backwards L shape, and then the red vertical line being kind of to the left, that means the first mine will start with A. I don't think there's any starting with A, but that's just for an example. So that kind of works. Now, you only kind of need the first couple of letters from each line. You've got to hit 3 signs inside the mine, as I'm showing here, with a Bowie knife or a galvanucle, and you will kind of only just need to find the first couple of letters, because then you'll know exactly what to hit in that order, because, it doesn't take a genius to know what you've got, and then just use process of elimination. But that's what you're going to do. Find the order it says on that wall, and then knife them inside the mine with either a galvanucle or Bowie knife to its corresponding thing. Now, the thing is, I didn't know actually how to do this in solo. I'm doing it on solo until up until a point, because I had no friends, but I didn't know how to do this, and it was incredibly hard to keep referring back to what was on there. And so I guessed, and it kind of works. This is actually a really easy thing to guess. All you have to do is kind of go, what would Treyarch do? And then you just kind of knife it, and that's good. So as long as you guess and you kind of remember your order, you should be good to go. So once that's done, you'll hear the lovely audio notification again, and an orb will appear. But if you haven't really got Vulture Ray, the orb will not appear. Richtofen will just go, "There's an orb," and then you'll be like, where's my orb? You've got to go and get a Vulture Ray. That's 3,000 points inside the church, if you didn't already know. And once you got your Vulture Ray, you're allowed to see loads of things, and you'll see this orb. Once the orb has spawned, you've got to crash into it and keep crashing into it around the map. You're literally playing chase with it, so you got to go to one place, then another place, and keep tracking it around the map until it goes to the guillotine, and once you're at the guillotine, just push it in. So that's the orb done. And then once the orb is in, you want to kill zombies around the guillotine to charge up the orb and the guillotine or whatever. So once the zombies get really close, the orb will latch onto them. Once the orb's onto them, you will then kill the zombie, it will go back, and vice versa. I think you only need something like 5 zombies. It's not incredibly trek worthy, but you know, if you want to do this by round 1, I think you might struggle. Once they're charged up though, the guillotine's good to go, and you want to go get a time bomb out of the mystery box. Now these are things that can send you back in time, which is pretty cool. But you want to put your time bomb on the guillotine, and that's where I had to stop, because we now need the 4 people, and you need every person playing with you, which is 4, touching the guillotine at one present moment in time. I advise you to use this formation, 2 at the front and 1 either side. Once the time bomb's on the guillotine, pull it, you'll go to round infinity, everyone's turn black and white like Ascension, and then you've got to go find your dead bodies. Now these bodies are around the map, and they are literally you dead on round infinity. And what you're going to do is you've got to find a lever by searching their bodies. So some common spawn locations for these bodies include the alleyway from the prison to the saloon, outside the general store where you get your parts for the trample steam, the place where you find the most of the parts for the Navcon table like I was on about earlier, and also inside the church. And you're just going to find you'd actually find your own character. You just gotta find a character, hold X to search the body. It takes a couple of seconds to make sure these ridiculously invincible, they're not actually invincible, but ridiculously strong zombies are not going to touch you, because I think it's something like round 115, that's kind of like round infinity, quote unquote, but make sure they're not going to kill you. I don't think you can actually die in round infinity, because I think your downtime prolongs the round infinity time, because I think round infinity lasts about 30 seconds, and I think so does the downtime, so you're not going to go down as soon as you go in. I don't think you'll go down, but just try not to die, if you know what I mean. So just stay alive, basically, and you've got to try and find this lever. Once you've found the lever, you'll come back out of, you survived round infinity. When you're back out, add it to the guillotine, and then the next part will start. So now we're on to even more little switches inside the maze, and these are little blighters. They cause me so much confusion and controversy. I mean, I had a team, they did it within 2 seconds, they didn't tell me how to do it, and then I tried to do it by myself. I was like, oh, kill me now! And I think they actually fluked it, but this is actually how to do it. So there'll be 4 levers in the maze. There will be a blue, a red, a green, and a yellow, and you've got to literally just hold X and switch them. That's all you got to do in a certain order. Now people are saying, go inside the candy shop. There's loads of clues inside there. The order, there's literally no clues. You've got to figure this out by yourself. But Drought kind of give you some indications. So say you were pulling in this order: red, green, yellow, blue. Say that. When you pull the last lever and you've got some in the right order, so red, green, yellow, blue. Say yellow and blue were correct, and after you pull the last one, yellow and blue will spark. That then leaves you to figure out between you, oh, green and red must switch around, and then you're done. Because they don't spark when you pull them if you get them correct. They will spark after you pull the last one if you get them correct. So it's kind of weird. I'd advise to do this with all 4 people, because obviously you'd use Lenny to hold the crawler, so everything's fine. Get everyone to stand next to a switch after you pull the last one, see which one's spark, and keep a note of what you've already pulled. So that's how to do that step. It's kind of wordy. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to go, oh, I can do it by myself, there's 24 combinations. Good luck with that. And then the last bit, which is it's time to make a wish. Now, basically you hold X, and what you want to wish for is a shooting range. Why not? Because everyone wants one of those. There will be 4 spawn locations for these kind of targets that spawn around the map. There will be 1 left side of the mansion, 1 inside the saloon, outside the prison is another 1, and outside the sweet shop is 1 more. So there'll be 4, and there'll be round about 20 to 22 targets each, and you've got to hit them. Now, you can't miss a target, but you also don't need 100% accuracy. You can spray whatever you want, but as long as you hit everything, you are good. But everyone needs to hit their own stuff. So you need every target to be hit, but you don't need 100% accuracy. But if one person misses a target, you're completely fucked and you have to keep redoing it. The best thing is, making a wish doesn't cost anything, it's just that your ammo consumage, and it's just like, wow, it's going to take all my points. So, get to know everything first. Don't just go, oh, I can do this first try. Just activate make a wish 100 of times, just so you know where everything's spawning, and then you can go on and try and do it. So, that's then that, and once you actually do that, everything's done. You'll get permanent perks throughout the game, and everything's fun and dandy. Now, you may have already seen on my channel that we have permanent fast and everything. That's actually Richtofen's end game, and if you want to see that, click on the screen now. It's actually really, really exciting. But, guys, that is Mind Games inside the buried zombie map. It's 75 gamer score. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that tutorial has helped you out. If there's anything that needs clarifying, please do leave a comment, and I will try and get back to you, because some of this stuff is pretty it's pretty vague. Because they've given us a really nice Easter egg with steps, but at the same time, these steps are difficult. So if you guys need any help and support, leave it in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. And as always, send me a message if you need any help on Xbox, and I'll try and hop in a game with you if I'm not busy. So thank you for watching, guys. It's been goody, and goodbye.
If it would work.
Nah, it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. Nope.
Still didn't.
Alright,
Not
cool.
right here.
I'm all the way back here in the tunnels.
Doing stuff
Oh,
over
oh
again.
no. 5 seconds back in time. What will we ever do?